There has been 2 long years. I mean, I couldn't wait to be here. So get ready, because I'll make you work. So don't feel comfortable too much, because I will create some discomfort in you that will generate, however, more happiness. How does it feel? Good or good? Okay. So let's move on then. What do you think is a meaningful life for you? And what has to do with self-leadership? So let's start with self-leadership, though. I went to search. I used the FIU search engine, and I typed in Harvard Business Review, and I wanted to know how many articles there were on self-leadership. What did I find? None, not one. In fact, the only one that popped up is leadership tactics, self-control. So I said, oh my God, that's interesting, because on Google, I found tens of thousands of results for self-leadership. What's wrong with that? So I started changing the keywords and trying to understand really what was going on. But first, I wanted to know what was the definition. And there are many definitions, of course, of self-leadership, but they all talk about who you are, understanding who you are. And I'm sure if I ask you, do you understand who you are? You say, of course, come on, Sandro, are you kidding me? I know. But then we'll put it to the test. You will see in a few minutes, because you will do the work. Now, I used a different keyword here. And this is the keyword of Harvard Business Review. Again, and look how many articles talk about yourself. And what they say, to improve your team, first, you have to work on yourself. You have to stop holding yourself back. It's better to know yourself, and you will be more resilient. And by the way, this is the topic and the reason why most of us are here. So you see, it's fascinating that we might have missed this. And even if we got it, then we might ask, what is yourself? What does it mean? What do I have to do? I don't know. Well, you have to be first. I got it, but what I have to do? Well, hold on. You will find out. So then I used the keyword of self-awareness. In 1 year only, in 2018, there were 6 titles that were talking about self-awareness. Oh my God, this must be important. This must be good. It has to have some meaning here, right? And they keep saying it's even more important than an MBA program, okay? Well, let's move on, because then I found something else that I found quite interesting. If you type vulnerability on Google, you will see that, it explains it to you as a problem, okay? Vulnerability, your defenses are down. So there are some issues with vulnerability. But in reality, look, this is the Harvard Business Review again. I mean, vulnerability is the defining trait of great entrepreneurs. So it's not easy to be vulnerable, because there are 2 critical elements to vulnerability that, make us feel a little discomfort. The first one is courage, and the second is risk. So, are you courageous? Yes or no? Do you want to take a risk now with me? Yes or no? Okay, good. So let's move on then. Now, how do we do it? How can we apply practically self-leadership? Well, this is a model that I've been testing for, 12 years, for quite some time, and it's called self-science. It's the science of you. I didn't invent anything new. What I did, I put together 9 building blocks of self-science. And this was actually the result of discomfort, my personal discomfort, my unease, especially emotional unease. And I started to use my left brain, the researcher left brain, and coupled it with my opening up on my right brain. And I started testing those elements. And I can tell you it has been 25 years, and there have been quite some significant changes. I tested it at the university level. I tested it with companies. It does work. Why? Because it's based on science. But the point here is that you have to see it as a whole. We start from needs and we go all the way to life planning, life designing, okay? But we need to take these steps. Otherwise, we won't be able to be self-leaders. And so important, and I'll put it to the test right away. So here we go, ready. Now it's gonna be your turn. The first question is, since we start with needs, let's start with needs then. Okay, needs. What are the needs that you want to be met today, tomorrow, and the day after tomorrow here at WOHASU? What are they? Now, I gave a sample of needs. Obviously, there is no comprehensive table. Otherwise, we could go on and on and on for many, many pages. And I'm asking you, and you will see generally two articles, two academic articles. One talks about leadership, the other one about happiness. All these 9 elements of self-science are connected to the self and to happiness. You meet your needs, you are happier. You align with your values, which is going to be next step, you are happier. So now I'm asking you to look at this table or come up with your needs and tell the person next to you what are the needs that you want to have met in these 3 days. So I will give you 1 minute. Now we start with the person next to you, then the next is gonna be the person behind you, and then the next is gonna be the person in front of you. Don't worry, I have lots of opportunities to have you engage with people who are around you. Possibly, if they are not your friends, it's even better, much better. So 1, 2, 3, tell the person next to you what are the needs that you want to have met at WOHASU. I'll give you 1 minute, go. A few seconds left. A few seconds left. That's it, I guess. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank your partner. Say thank you so much for sharing. Thank you so much for sharing. Hello? Come back to me, please. Okay. I would be so curious to know. And probably as soon as I'm done, I'm gonna start asking you, okay? What were your needs? You see, we don't do anything that does not meet a need. From the morning when we wake up till when we go to sleep, we are need-fulfilling machines. Okay, that's who we are. And we actually like to meet the needs of others as well. I mean, our needs are met frequently by meeting the needs of others. So it's a win-win situation. So start thinking about that. And my assignment to you, you know, I am a professor. I mean, I had to give assignments to everybody. I mean, it's just the way it is, sorry. But my assignment to you is choose a person every week with whom you can do this type of exercise. Tell them why you connect to them. What are the needs that you expect them to meet? Okay? And ask this person, what are the needs that you want me to meet of yours? Okay? It's a need for play, it's a need for growth, it's a need for compassion, it's a need for support, it's a need for love. What is it? And you will do it once a week. Don't miss it. Change person, obviously, okay? Once a week, 52 people in a year, you can handle that, okay? Start with family, with people close to you, and then people at work. and you will see what kind of relationship you are going to build with these people and how surprised you will be in so many ways about hearing the needs that they want you to meet. And probably they will be surprised as well. So now let's go to the next building block of self-science, and this is values. And again, values, we know values. We had actually a conversation on values a few years ago right here. And I'm asking you the same question. What are the values that brought you here? What is that brought you here? Okay, my top two values are growth and freedom. So obviously I'm here because I want to grow. I learn from you and I love to grow and I love to challenge myself. What are the values that brought you here? Because the values are what is important to you. And you only know that. But at times we don't ask, we don't know, then we don't think about it. So again, possibly choose a different person and ask this person, what are the values that brought you here? And then you say yours, okay? 1, 2, 3, 1 minute, go. Thirty seconds, 30 seconds. A few seconds left, a few seconds left. Okay, thank your partner. Thank your partner. Say thank you for sharing. Thank you. And come back to me, please. Come back to me. Okay. So you see, we start practicing self-leadership. That's the way it is. You start understanding what are the needs that you want to have met, what is your alignment with your values. If we are not aware of this, then we lose it. And we need to go back and say, especially when we don't feel right about something we do. And say, why did I do it? What kind of need did I meet that way? Probably was not the right way. And so you start reflecting. Self-reflection is very important. Next question. Hey, what are the feelings, the emotions you want to experience at Wahasu? So go ahead and share again. 30 seconds. Now it's going to be faster. Come on. What are the emotions that you would like to experience here? A few seconds left, a few seconds left. Again, thank your partner, say thank you for sharing. Come back to me, please. Oh, you see, Sharing is vulnerability. Sharing makes you vulnerable. And that's what builds rapport, builds relationships, and builds resilience and strength. So sharing is good. We need to do it more, especially after 2 years of, some ups and downs and a few lockdowns, and we are still in an environment which is pretty uncomfortable for us. So now, you see, self-science has 9 building blocks. I can't go over them in 20 minutes, all of them. But I want to finish with the one before the last, which is purpose. And by the way, Karen talked about purpose. I want to share with you the power of purpose in science, and then you will have to write or think of your purpose. Okay, I'll give you instructions, don't worry. It's gonna be all good. Okay, so now look at this. I found amazing information about purpose, and it looks like purpose, it's really good for you, okay? In so many ways, it helps when there is a death of the significant other. Purpose will help you cope. Purpose will help you go back to happiness after you have a negative stimuli, a negative stimulus. Okay, so every time maybe you watch the news and then go back to your purpose, okay? So then you feel better again. So purpose, it's very, very important, but these are not all the benefits of purpose. There is much more to it, okay? Look at this, you sleep better. If you have a purpose, you sleep better. And God knows we need to sleep better, okay? Not done yet. Here we go. Purpose allows us to be very, very comfortable in a diverse environment. And look at this, okay? You all have to be very, very purposeful, I guess, right? Because we feel so good together. But purpose could be a tool, is a tool to make you feel very, very comfortable with people who are different than you. Not finished yet. Look at this. Happier, higher quality of life with purpose. I mean, come on, purpose is great. If you only take purpose at home after these 3 days, you're done, right? Let's see. Let's see. Now, even this, purpose allows you to be more fit when you get older. It really, people work out more, feel better, they are healthier. Okay, not finished yet. Well, purpose will help you avoid or manage stress. It's just purpose is that North Star that we have. And if we keep seeing it, we connect to it. And we know there is a reason why we are here in the first place. And so we are less bugged by, the life challenges in a way. Okay, you would say, okay, it should be finished, right? No, it's not. Oh, no. You get better cardiovascular health with purpose. So they're healthier. And I picked just a few of these articles. I can go on forever, but now comes a good one. You make more money. Hello. With purpose, you make more money and you have more assets. And obviously, if you want these academic articles, this research, I'll be happy to share it with you. This is very serious information. So, last one. You live longer. Okay, I don't know what else I can tell you about purpose then, right? I mean, we are done. You're richer, you feel better, you get less stressed, more resilient, etc., etc., etc. So now, again, a speech would not mean much unless you experience it. So what do you have to do? You write your purpose, okay? So if you have it on top of your mind, I'll tell you mine. My purpose is to integrate happiness through self-science in all organizations in the world. That's it, okay? Purpose has to be ambitious. It's not a goal. is not something you achieve, it's something you pursue. Are you following? So if you die pursuing your purpose, you will die happy, okay? Will I have probably spread happiness through self-science in all the nations of the world? Probably not. But you think I will be sad if I could impact 3 or 4 nations? No, I will be pretty happy. So what about yours? So start with the verb at the infinite, okay? Is to what? Something that connects to action, okay? Is to integrate, is to change, is to revolutionize, whatever it is. Through what? So I'll give you 20 seconds. I have 20 seconds, so I'll give you 20 seconds. Go ahead, give it a try. Talk to someone next to you, please. A few seconds left, few seconds left. Okay, thank your partner. Thank your partner. So thank you to all of you who were willing to engage here. Again, it takes courage. And I know that you have heard something very, very beautiful about purposes, and we share a common purpose for sure. So come back to me. And all I want to tell you is that self-leadership as happiness is a competency. It's just a competency. You got to practice it. That's all there is. As you know, you can listen to all the speeches in the world, but if you do not practice, it's not going to work. So the practice has to be part of your life. But the beautiful thing is that you don't have to practice forever, that because you keep integrating all these elements in you, and then they will come by default and they will take care of you. And that's the goal. And the goal here is not only to take care of yourself, but to grow with others. And so please, let's practice self-leadership together. Thank you. Thank you.